Hello everybody, my name is Peachy Banjo 800 I just broke the bush 8008 and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play. That was actually a really smooth transition. So since the last episode I have done a significant amount of work, starting with, well, first of all, that building you just saw in the intro, but also in the end, if I can get to the portal. Okay, it's feeling pretty laggy today. The world is having a laggy day today. It's going through that phase. But in the oh no, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, the world hadn't loaded in. I was very confused. But if you can maybe see, I've begun covering the end in thousands of moss blocks. Way too many to even think of. This is going to be a very big project. I'm just going to be chipping away at it off camera because this is going to be a monumental project. Like what I have accomplished right here probably took like an hour and a half. It might also be that I'm not a very fast block placer at all. But yeah, moss end, and then we're gonna do some cool stuff with it after the end is entirely covered. But anyway, what you were probably actually waiting for was this building right here that I constructed, and I'm actually pretty proud of it. If I can get a good angle to view it from, no, yeah, it's a pretty wonky building, but it has several towers. I think it looks pretty cool actually. Oh, the Wandering Trader's here. It looks pretty cool, actually. I really like it. And if we come inside of the building here, let's just get a view on all four sides. I think my least favorite side, I don't know, I quite like this side. Yeah, my least favorite side is probably this one right here, just because there's not very many details. The rest of the sides have quite a few details, but this one not so much. Anyway, I haven't really done much interior in here so far. I've done kind of like the layout on this first floor, and then we have some stairs going up, and that's it. I have a feeling it's gonna be like a 3-story building, and I think this might, big emphasis on might, this might be where we move our villagers into. Not sure though. Also, it has begun stormy cloud raining, and I don't know what to do about that. Now, today's episode is going to be a very building focused one because I have a big project that I want to get accomplished. Look at this monstrosity that I've begun. I was in the mood to build something big. And I don't necessarily care if it's beautiful, if it looks very good. That's gonna be a priority, but it's not gonna be my top priority. I just wanted to make something big that looks cool, because if you think about it, we really have nothing in our world that's like quote unquote big. We just have fairly small buildings that serve small purposes in each of them. And they look pretty good, but I wanted to see if I could try and make a big, huge building, because this is probably going to be, I don't know, this might be one of the hugest projects I've ever done in survival mode. I thought it would be pretty cool to do. I've already begun work on it. This part right here already probably took me about 2 hours. The hardest bit of this, I feel, was just getting the shape right. It's not an exact circle, and I didn't want it to be, but it was hard getting it symmetrical because it's very hard to do these kinds of shapes in survival where you can't like constantly be flying up and down to see what it looks like. But yeah, this is the thing that we are going to be working on today. I want to get it finished, which that's a big ask, but hopefully we can accomplish something cool with this. And I think it's gonna have, I don't think there's gonna be a roof to it. I think it's kind of gonna be like a stadium or a theater almost. Like we're gonna have a walkway around the middle of this. This is gonna go up If we do have a roof, it'll probably be a flat one made out of glass so we can see up. That might actually be what we do. I'm not sure. And then also, if we come down here, we do have a basement to tend to. I'm not gonna qualify that as the building, so therefore I'm not gonna finish this today. If I have the time and if I want to, I will. But right now, I don't particularly feel like making a basement, and so I'm not going to. Anyway, I was thinking, should we flatten this out, or do we just keep it imperfect and just accept it? I kind of think we're gonna have to flatten it out. However, I think we're gonna take it to this level. So we're gonna have to raise some parts of it and flatten some other parts of it. We're gonna have to flatten, this is the only bit that's not gonna be flattened. Unless we go down with it to this level, that might be a thing that we do. This is gonna be a big thing, but do I have efficiency 5 on here? I don't, I only have efficiency 3. There we go, we should have efficiency 5 on it now. Yeah, I'm thinking we actually bring this down a layer so the walkway actually has like kind of an impact. And maybe there's lots of things that we could do. Right now I'm thinking we bring everything down to like this layer down here and then just fill it in with probably sand is my plan. So I'm going to get to doing that. I'm going to pop on some videos and we are going to do a lot of digging. I mean, a lot of digging. This entire area with sand. Oh boy, was that a thing. If you'll notice this sand mountain thingy over here, I might add some more slabs to it actually, but this is actually hiding here. If we come down here, oh boy, okay, let's see if we can do some professional ender pearling. There we go. Yeah, if we come down here down this pathway, this actually is where the basement is going to be. And so I kind of had to cover that up with something, and I decided, you know what, a little sand mountain thing is good. I've been thinking about what we should do with this place, and I kind of want to put a Ravager in here. This feels like a place where a Ravager would live, right? We have like dead bushes and leaves and all those kinds of things. Maybe occasionally we could come in here and try to dodge him. I don't know, that I feel like that could be a kind of fun thing, but we are far off from that right now. We need to get the next walkway in, so let's do that real quickly. If I remember correctly, my oh boy, okay, they might be in this chest, but I had a bunch of spruce slabs and I need to use those for the upper walkway thing. Spruce slabs, okay. And then let's chuck away all of this as well, because I don't need any of this at the moment. And the inside walkway is going to be kind of like the outer walkway. I'm going to put a border along all of these and then expand it by a bit, and then have these support pillars out of stripped dark oak every so often. So I'm going to do that really quickly. Oh boy, have we made some progress. Since the last time you saw this, it was what we had just put in the sand. Now it's probably like 3 or 4 hours later, and I have in not one walkway but 2 walkways. We have one up here on the top. There's going to be a wall along here, so we're not going to fall down onto the staircase. And then I also have one down here, and this one is a bit more decorative. I'm not sure whether or not I want to decorate the upper ones as well. I don't think so. I might put in fences, but that's probably the least I'm going to do. And then also we have staircases leading down to the center where we're going to have our Ravager and our obstacles or whatever we're going to put in here. And then, of course, the sand pile that I was talking about earlier. The basement is safe. I made sure that no sand would be down here. I don't want to break that block, though, in case a bunch of sand comes falling down. Next, however, we have to work on bringing this building upwards, because at the moment it is not very tall. It's deep, it's just not very tall. So that's what I'm going to be working on now. And now it is tall. It is a very tall building now. I've added some campfires all around, because if we come back here on the roof, it's cool to see, look at all those smoke particles coming out. The only problem is I'm not sure how we can hide this big one in the middle. These 4 on the outskirts, I'm going to put a ring of trapdoors around there, so that's going to be fine. But this big middle one, I'm not quite sure how to hide. Maybe I'll put something there, actually, and then... Oh, I have an idea. I should put the cage up there, like a cage, and then have the Ravager drop out of it. I think that's what I'm going to do. No, I'm not building a cage. We're going to... Maybe a pole. Maybe a pole. Hang on, let's do that real quick. So where's the middle of it? Right here. We'll have it's basically just a big torch is what it is. So we have the tower, and of course I'm gonna have to do some detailing. If I can, let's see if I can get up there. That did not work how I thought it would. Okay, it's gonna be difficult to get up there, hang on. There we go, I've built the pole now. I might make some changes to it eventually. I'm not too happy with this bit, I think it's too thin, but overall I think it's fine. And then we can put walls around that and trapdoors and stuff to conceal that. Overall, I'm very happy with that. I think I'm going to finish up with a few last details on this, and then we're going to put the Ravager in here. I think that I have officially finished our big circle. Our Circle of Strife is what I think I'm going to be calling it. I'm going to fly in, because I did add some extra details, but I want to fly in and just get a good view as to what this looks like. So we're flying in. Oh yeah, look at that. This is such a cool area. Cathedral. It's not really a cathedral. I keep wanting to call it a cathedral. It is not a cathedral at all. It's more like a stadium is kind of what I imagined it to be. And oh boy, was this a big project. I actually can't believe that I got all this accomplished in just this one episode. And down here where it goes into the basement, that is my plan for next episode. But I think this turned out very well. And if we go inside here, you can see I've done a lot of stuff inside here. We have some obstacles and things. Oop, didn't mean to do that. We have some obstacles and things so we can hide behind things from Ravagers and stuff. I built this with multiplayer PvP in mind, but also this isn't a multiplayer world, so I kind of just built it for fun. But I'm thinking actually that, not in this episode because I've already done way too much in this episode, but we move our villagers into this building like I was talking about earlier, and then up here, that big tower up there, that big tower up there, we're going to have a minecart track that goes all the way out from here into the inside of Circle of Strife. And so any villager that is not behaving well can come in here and face their Ravager fate. Yeah, I kind of wanted to give you like a little tour of the place. So you come in through this door, and there's this walkway, and this walkway wraps all around the entire stadium. And I was kind of picturing like people would be sitting here watching the fights happen. I pictured that happening, and then of course we have these stairways all over the place that lead up to these walkways as well. This walkway goes all over the place. This one does not go over here because obviously we have big lump right there. But yeah, walkway goes all the way around here. We have a bunch of different sets of stairs. And over here, I think, yes, at this door. Over at this door, we have a back door over here. And this is actually where the path winds up. So you come around here, and then you can come through this door into the stadium through here if you want an alternate entrance. And then, of course, the path just winds around here. There's some leaves and stuff, but it just loops around the entire building. And then eventually, if we were to follow this path for long enough, it would lead us down into the basement, which is right over here. See? And then I'm not quite sure how we are going to link this up, because obviously I think maybe we just have like a spruce gravel path thing that leads over here, because if you come over here and look at this path is made out of toughened cobblestone, and so I figured that we could kind of merge this path with whatever path we have going on there. I really need to start bringing my bed over to the over to that area, because that is where I've been working for quite a few hours now. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this build turned out. At the beginning, I didn't plan it to look good. I just wanted to build something big. But this looks unintentionally super good. I'm really proud of this thing. I really like this building. And the last step of this building process is actually moving the Ravager in here, which is not going to be fun. I've been thinking about the Ravager. I want it to stay mainly in this middle area. I don't want it to end up wandering up these stairs, because that's going to be a hassle. So I don't know if I'm going to put like maybe a gate across there or something, so the Ravager can't get through, like dark oak gates all along there, and then we go up, we can just open it and come up. But I kind of like the look we already have now. I don't think that'll look too good. Anyway, I don't think that's too much of my concern right now. Right now, I just want to spawn this Ravager in and fly away, because that thing is dangerous. We now have the Ravager den. Look at that. Oh no, he's going up the stairs. Oh, I didn't realize he could go on the walkways. That may be an issue. Okay, Ravager, come over here. I'm over here now. Okay, we might end up dying today, actually. Yeah, we are gonna die. Okay, Ravager. I want to get him back into the middle. So if I can kind of lure him into the middle. Is he there? Yes, and then fly right out. That is the end, and now it is super dangerous inside of the Circle of Strife. But that is why it is called the Circle of Strife. Look at him in there. He's so adorable. He can punch me through the wall. That's gonna be terrifying the next time I walk in. Anyway, I think that is going to be the end of this episode. I might have had to sacrifice some episode length in this episode for episode productivity, but I'm very happy with the results of that, because man, did we get a lot done today. We built this entire thing. Very proud of myself. Anyway, that's all for me. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.